Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
It's your girl Alaina, and today I'm going to be telling some stories. Some of them are embarrassing, some of them I don't even know. So yeah, I'm just gonna be telling some stories, and without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, the first story that just really makes me cringe. Your girl played football, okay? Your girl played tackle football. I would say it was a mistake, but I would say it's not. It was an experience. I was small and not strong whatsoever. And that was just, it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. A lot of embarrassing things happened, like I faked a concussion. Because I was at a home game, and I think it was in the beginning or like the middle of the game, and I think it was kickoff. I'm not sure. Where it's like two teams are like lined up and like super far spread out, and there's like, yeah. So the guy on the other team kicked the ball, and I was like on the far end of the field, like the left side of the field, the very far end. I was like, the ball's never gonna come to me. The ball came to me. It was up in the air and I saw it. I was just like,
Yo, I'm gonna catch this. I'm gonna catch this ball. This time I was like, oh my god, like freaking out. I was like, is this actually gonna happen?
and I caught it. And guess what I did? Guess what I did after I caught it? Nothing. I just stood there like an idiot because I was just so in shock that I actually caught the ball. I didn't know what to do with myself. So I just stood there. And the most awkward thing is that the guys, from the other team, well, here, let me try to draw it out for you actually, because if you don't know what I'm talking about and I'm bad at explaining, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. So, okay, pretend this is the field, okay? Like, long ways. So, this is the other team. This is the other team. And then this is my team. So, I'm like right here, okay? I'm right there. And the ball, I catch it, okay? I catch it. And then no, not even all of them. It wasn't even all of them. It was like, there was more people. All of these boys, okay? All of these boys come to me. They didn't even tackle me. They just kind of, like huddled around me and kind of just hugged me. It was one of the most awkward things and weird experiences that I've ever experienced. And it was just embarrassing and kind of awkward. And my coach was just like, good job, like you did your best. He just kind of laughed at me. But that's okay. So yeah, that was the time when I caught the ball for the first time in a game. And I didn't know what to do with myself, so... Next story. So this story takes place at the gym. I was on this machine where it was like a leg machine, right? And I think there was two other people next to me. So we're using the little chalkboard again. So there's a machine right here, there's a machine right here, and then there's a machine right here, okay? Like up against this wall. I'm on this machine, right? It's like a leg machine where you like lay down and then you put your legs underneath this thing right here. And then I think there's a lady right here on this machine. So I'm, minding my own business. I get off of the machine, and once you are done using a machine, you have to wipe it down with like this disinfectant spray and like wipe it down. Because you're not trying to catch like any germs or diseases from anybody. So yeah, we do that. As I was doing that, I had my headphones in, jamming out to some good tunes, and this lady comes up to me, and I was like, maybe she's just waiting for the machine. But she like taps me, and I have my headphones in still, being an idiot, not taking them out, being like, yes, like, what do you want? she puts out her hand, okay? And, you know, keep in mind, I was like wiping down the machine. She came, tapped my shoulder, and she stuck her hand out, and I was like, and she was smiling, and I said, what, like, with my headphones and so confused, and she had her hand out, and the first thing that came to my mind was, she wants to shake my hand. So I shook her hand, and she didn't have like a firm grip, and she looked confused, and I was too. And she's like, no, I didn't want to shake your hand. I wanted the disinfectant spray and the freaking cloth that you have in your hand. And I was like, okay. So I give it to her, and she says, thank you. And I say so loud, no, thank you. I said it so loud. I was like, no, thank you. Thank you for what? I don't know. I really don't know what was going through my head. I just wasn't paying attention. I wasn't on my game. Another thing that happened in the same day when I wasn't even paying attention, don't even know what I was doing. So, me and my dad went to the grocery store. You know, I was getting fruits, I was getting like bananas and stuff like that at Winco. And once again, we're using the chalkboard. My dad was over here by like the vegetables, you know what I'm saying? Like how they have those things of vegetables and, you know, on the racks. So my dad was standing right there, and I go to get bananas. And I walk back, looking down, and I was trying to tie the bag, and I go ahead, you know, put the bananas inside of the cart. Our cart. And my dad says, Alaina, what are you doing? And I was like, what? Like, how'd you get over there? And I was putting the bananas in the wrong cart. Something didn't click in my head when I saw that there was like 10 times more stuff in the cart than before I went to go get the bananas. And I look up, and there are these two old ladies like, what are you doing? Like, what are you putting in our cart? Like, get out. This is legit how they were looking at me. Wait. Pretend this is like the stuff that they had in her hand. This, and then this was the cart, okay? You can't really see it. Pretend this was the cart. They were like right here. Now, let's do it like this way. And I was putting stuff in the cart. And then this was them. Like, I said sorry, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like I didn't mean it.
And my dad was just laughing at me. I mean, it was embarrassing. I couldn't believe what just happened. You know? Okay. This next one was when I was in preschool. And, when I was in preschool, I liked playing this game, or like reenacting like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. So I had a best friend at the time. I had two best friends, Michael and Mariah. And me and Mariah pretty much shared Michael. We shared him. We took turns with him because I liked playing Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and she liked playing High School Musical. Me and her took turns with him, playing Shark Boy and Lava Girl and High School Musical. You know, she was Gabriella and he was Troy, and he was Shark Boy and I was Lava Girl. And one day, it was, you know, the routine was we switched off. I would play Shark Boy and Lava Girl, she would play High School Musical, you know, all that good stuff. Same routine every day, didn't change. Then one day she wanted to play Shark Boy and Lava Girl with us, and I was like, who you gonna be, Max? Because you're not being Lava Girl. I mean, me and Mariah are homegirls now, like, we talk now and then, but she's super cool, I freaking love her. But, yeah, I was kind of like, what are you doing? you're going off the schedule, like stay in your lane. But I was like, oh yeah, sure, you can play with us. And so she wanted to be lava girl, and I was like, okay. And I don't know who said, I think it was either Michael or her, she was like, you could be the dog. And I was like, huh? Because there's no dog in Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I mean, there's those little like plug things that are dogs, the electro hounds that Mr. Electric or whatever his name is, the bad guy has. But she wanted me to be a dog, and I was like, okay, cool. Okay, totally cool with that. So I was the dog, and I just stood there not knowing what to do. I didn't even stand there. I was on all fours being the dog, playing my part because I'm a good sport, and that's that. I was just there, you know? I just remember on all fours, me like zoned out looking at them, her being Lava Girl and them just playing like around this tent that they had in there, and I was just there like, what the you know? She stole my thunder and I wasn't having it, so I just kind of was there, and I looked over and the teacher was staring at me, and I smiled and I went back to staring, and I don't know how I felt that day, but yeah, that's that. So this next one was when I got bullied. When I got bullied by the Boys and Girls Club, or I almost got in a fight, like right outside the Boys and Girls Club. Usually after school, me and my friends would walk to Boys and Girls Club. It wasn't that far because our town is pretty small, the town that I used to live in. And, you know, we were walking to Boys and Girls Club. I was just with one friend that day. I was with my friend Mason. And if you're watching this, you know what story I'm talking about. So me and Mason were walking, and then there was this group behind us. And I think it was a group of 3 people or 4 people. I don't know. I can't remember who else was there. I think it was 2 of our friends or one of our friends. And then it was like, I think this guy and then his sister. And we're going to give them names. So we're going to call the sister, we're going to call her Alexis, and then we're going to call the brother Caleb. So I think me and Caleb weren't really on good terms. Neither were me and Alexis. So we were walking, minding our own business, right? And we're almost to Boys and Girls Club, literally outside of the building, like right there. So this is outside, right? This is the building. There's like this little entrance on the side that we couldn't go into, like led to the gym or something like that. And then like this is the sidewalk. Like this is the sidewalk right here, you know. And then there's like trees. And then there's the road, okay? Yeah, and it's like, you know, little parking spaces or whatever you want to call them. And then the road. Okay? I don't know if you can see that. So this is the Boys and Girls Club, okay? This is the Boys and Girls Club, literally right there. So we were walking, you know, me and Mason were minding our own business. And I just feel like something hitting me. And I turn around and it's Caleb's funky ass. He is like, you know those sticky hands? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I'll put it on the screen. He was hitting me with that. Well, that is not what happened, actually. Wait. That actually happened during school. Okay, I got this all switched up. So during school, he was hitting me with his sticky hand, so I took it away from him. and I put it in my backpack. Then when we were walking to Boys and Girls Club, you know me, Mason, we're minding our own business. I feel something tugging like on my backpack, you know? Like I could feel somebody behind me. And I turn around, and again, like I said, it's Caleb's funky ass, and he's trying to get into my backpack, and I turn around, and I don't know what his sister was thinking. I don't know what Alexis was thinking. She got it all twisted. She got the whole situation twisted. She thought I was gonna kick him by, you know, the way I turned around. She got all up in my grill. And I was not about to have a barbecue, sis. Like, she was all up in my face. She was like, what are you doing? Like, don't kick my brother. And I don't know if I mentioned this, actually. I was like, what, 4'7", 4'8" at this time. And she was taller than me, that's all I'm gonna say. She was taller than me, she was beefier than me, and if things went down, what was I gonna do? So she's all up in my grill, all up in my face, and I was like, whoa, like, back up. And she's still all up in my face, and I'm just like, what the frick are you doing? She's like, you're gonna kick my brother, like, don't even think about touching him. And she was getting too close to me, and I decided to push her because she was literally so close to me like this that I was like about to fall. So I pushed her, and it made like she barely even moved, but it moved her enough to where I could like get myself situated. You could just tell by the look in her eyes that she was about to beat my ass. And keep in mind, we're in like what, 5th grade, 4th grade, I don't know, it was around there. She just got even closer, and like she was about to do something, but she was like, you know what, touch me again, like touch me again, like I dare you. And I was just like, what is going on? And next thing I know is a car pulls up, and it's this lady like yelling out the window like, what are you doing? And next thing I know, Alexis and Caleb and this other person, I can't remember who it was, like I seriously can't remember who was walking with them that day, take off. They take off. They went zoom, they went, got a blast, so they left. So here's a little entrance. Me and my friend Mason are right here. And we're standing on this little like ledge, like that goes into the entrance of the Boys and Girls Club. We moved right here, and I was like hella scared. And yeah, like I said, there was I think there's more of them, I don't know. They went zooming. They zoomed out of there, and the car right there, yeah. She pulled up, and I was crying. I was so scared. I was like, who is this lady? And then I realized this is John Paul's mom, and John Paul he's a funny dude. I used to go to school with him. We were in band together. I don't think he liked me, but yeah, John Paul, the homeboy. So his mom pulled up, and she was like, are you okay? Like, were they bullying you? I'm just like, yeah. And I was like, no, they didn't do anything to me. I'm not her, but like, I almost got my ass beat. So she took us in. She walked with me and Mason into Boys and Girls Club. She was telling like the girl that was in charge of the Boys and Girls Club, you know, like the head staff member, what was going on. And she was like, there's nothing we can do about it. It wasn't in like inside the building, it was outside, so would be the school's problem. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was so mad. I was upset. I was feeling all types of things, and I was not having it. It was literally right outside the Boys and Girls Club, and that is a moment I will never forget, ever. So that was that story when I got bullied. Yeah, so that was it. You know, this video is already long enough. If you guys want to hear some more stories, like childhood stories, like the time a boy gave me weed in elementary school, yeah, that's a juicy story. So if you guys want to hear that, you already know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to like and subscribe. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll never miss a single time that I upload. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace and love.